I ain't worried about that.
You ain't never been with a chick this bad. I ain't worried about the other girls that you had. If I catch him looking at my baby, I'ma laugh. He gon' keep it.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Beauty with Ty, and today, babies, we are coming to you with a install video. As promised, like I told you guys, I was going to be recording the process of me installing my hair from UNICE hair. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. We get into this hair, y'all. Okay. And I must say that I'm pleasantly pleased, pleasantly surprised that I am really liking this hair so far. I just put it on, so we don't know what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what it's going to be doing in about a week. This is my initial install. I get into how I lay this wig, what I do to protect my natural hair, how I get my closure flat, how I prep my cap, everything we talk about today. So again, just to remind you guys, I purchased this hair from UNICE hair. It is the 5x5 HD lace closure unit. It is in body wave. It is 22 inches long and it has 200% density. So it's a lot of hair on this unit, but I'm telling y'all, it's doing a little something for me. It's doing a little something for me. So if you guys are interested in how I achieve this look and how I install this hair, keep watching. Okay, everyone, so we're going to get right into installing this unit. Again, this is from UNICE hair. It is the 5x5 HD lace closure unit. I got it in 22 inches, body wave, and it is 200% density. So if you don't remember what the wig looks like before I put it on my head, here she is. Very, very pretty unit. That is the cap construction. 2 combs on the sides, 1 in the back, adjustable straps. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to adjust the straps. And then that is the lace up close. I haven't done anything to it. I'm about to try it on. I'm going to customize it and everything right here on this video with you guys. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to adjust the straps. So this is what you need to do when you are prepping, putting your wigs on. You want to measure, remeasure, take it off, customize, put it back on, see how it looks before you do anything. So I haven't laid my cap down or anything like that. This is the first time I'm trying the wig on, so I can see what I need to do to make it my own. So let's just go ahead and see what she looking like. I'm definitely gonna have to tighten the straps on this. I have an average size head, so this is what she looks like on. So of course, you know, you have to press this, but I'm gonna do all of that in this video, so y'all gonna see it. The wig looks really, really good on. It's really, really soft. It's really pretty. I don't know if y'all can see these waves, but it's really pretty. So what I'm going to do before I customize, you know, glue it down. So this is where I wanted to stop. You know, with these, you can't really do too much because it's not a lace front, so you can't like pull it back, put it into a ponytail or anything. But I like closure units because I love a middle part, and I'm just here for the middle part. So I'm gonna customize. I need to see how far over. So here to here, right by the end of my eyebrows is how far I'm gonna glue my cap down. It's so thick. I love this hair. It's really, really thick. Just running my fingers through it. It's really, really soft. Yes, I'm here for it. Here here for it. Okay, so I have to tighten the straps. I have to the parting space is really, really good. I have not bleached these knots. I know I said I was, but I just did not have time to bleach the knots, so I haven't done that yet. But yeah, the wig fits really, really good. It is a little big, so that's why you have the adjustable straps, right? So I'm going to adjust these straps, going to put my cap down, and then I'll be right back. So here you'll see me just putting down the Got To Be freeze blasting spray to secure my cap. This is actually going to help the wig look more natural. It's going to protect my edges, which is most important, and it's going to have a flawless install. So like I said, you'll see me putting down the cap, spraying this freeze blasting spray, and drying. Okay guys, so my cap is laid down. So what I'm going to do now is just cut the excess off. I decided to glue down a little bit further on the sides. I'm still going to cut it a little further up, but I just like to have all of my edges covered. It's just a personal thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start to cut. And I'm sure I'm going to have to cut back a little further. Just because I always give myself extra on my forehead because I got a big forehead or whatever. So I'm just cutting back a little bit further. Ugh. I wish I had a smaller pair of scissors, but you know, this is what I had to do. So just cutting around the cap. I'll fix that. So anywho, then what you want to do is, you know, tint your cap. So what I use to tint my cap, this is an old one. I have a new one, but this is my holy grail. This is my MAC Studio Fix Plus Powder in the shade NW50. It is wintertime, so I'm a little bit lighter than this now, but this matches me. I don't know if y'all can see that perfectly. Perfectly to tint my cap. And you can do whatever. I know some people use foundation, some people use concealer, some people use powder. Do whatever you like to do to match yours to you. This is what I like to do to match mine to me. You do not have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, you do that. So I'm just going all over my cap because this is a deep part. So I want to make sure, you know, the cap especially in the middle, you want to make sure. So that's what I'm going to do for now. You can always go back in and touch it up, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to spend all day on it like I normally would. Okay? And as you can see, except for the little edges, blended perfectly. So now let's put the wig back on and see what we are working with. I did tighten up the straps, so it is going to be, see, it's already a more snug fit. Just like I like it. Oh yes, this fits so much better. just putting this bad boy on. I'm putting in the comb in the back. I don't really use the combs on the sides. Probably I'm going to take the combs and the sides out because I don't use them because I have a cap on. So they're not necessary, and I just don't like how they feel under my wig, right? So I probably am going to take those out. But as you can see, look how that blended, y'all. It doesn't take any time at all to get a good blend, and you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to, you know, be a advanced wig installer. Like, I've been wearing wigs maybe for 2 years, and it takes time to understand what you're doing and to know what you're doing. But once you get it down, and then with units like this, when they make it so easy to do, like, look how that blended. I don't know, can y'all see that? Look how that blended. And like I said, this is not a lace front, so on the sides you don't have hair. So, you know, typically you have to wear the hair down, but this wig does have like some hair underneath the band where you can kind of camouflage it a little bit if you want to pull your hair back behind your ear, which I really like. But look at that. Look at, okay, Eunice, you winning me over. You winning me over. So now that the cap is on, what I like to do before I cut the lace off, I am not a baby hair type of girl, so you will not catch me doing baby hairs on this wig. I'm sorry, but you will see how I lay this part down and make sure my part is in the middle. So let's get into getting this wig nice and flat, baby. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into laying this wig down. So I just take a rat tail comb. I will definitely have to bleach the knots on this. Like, I'm not going to be able to get around it. I'm going to have to bleach the knots. Like, it's going to happen. I just did not have time. And you will see how I camouflage that in a few minutes or later on in the video. So I just, you know, perfect my parting space. Make sure it's where I want it to be on each side. Y'all, this hair is so pretty. Let me back up a little bit. It's pretty. It's soft. It's so pretty. All right, so let's get into it. I'm sorry, this is my mirror, so I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm sorry, guys, if y'all can't really see, but so in order to get my parting space nice and flat, what I like to use, of course, I'm going to use a hot comb, but I don't use a wax stick. I don't use anything like that. I'm not sure if a lot of people are familiar with this product, but I love this company's products. When I used to relax my hair, I used all of their products, their styling foam, everything. So this is actually the Nairobi Wave Curl and Shine Styling Wax. Listen, I know everybody uses wax sticks. I know everybody, listen, this right here, y'all gonna see what it does on this part to lay down the flyaways, to get it not lumpy and bumpy. Y'all gonna see. So what I do is I part out the closure. I do one side at a time. So I part out the closure, comb it down. So then I take my styling wax. It looks like that. Do not use a lot of this. You do not need a lot. A little goes a long way. So I take maybe that much on my hand, rub it in, and then I just put it right at the root on the wig. Put it right at the root. You do not need to go down because it is a little greasy, so I don't like my hair being really greasy. So put it right at the root. Then I take my hot comb. Whoo, that's hot. And just press it down. Press it down, baby. Now my hot comb is very hot, so please be careful with your hot tools, people. And then take my rat tail comb and just smooth it down. So then I take, that part could have been needed, but y'all get the picture. Then I take the rest of the section, repeat, put it right at the root. And then, you know, you can do the back part as well like that. Take my hot comb. Woo! That is hot, y'all. That is hot, 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 hot. Look at that. Styling wax Nairobi. Y'all a winner, okay? Look how flat this side is compared to this side. And no flyaways. Y'all better get y'all some. I'm telling y'all. I put y'all on. Again, Nairobi styling wax. Looks like that. Y'all better get into it, okay? Because I tried so many wax sticks and I just never found one that did not make my hair really greasy, that didn't lay my hair down like I wanted it to lay. It just didn't give me what I needed as far as holding these hairs down. And especially with flyaways, we all know how that can go when you are putting a wig on. You just, this is puffy right here because of the combs. So like I said, I'm gonna go in and take the combs out. Like, I do not like the side combs in my wig because I never use them. I always have a cap on, so it's just never necessary for me in my units to use those side combs. They're nice, you know, for people who actually put their units on without a cap and do it right into their natural hair, or, you know, however they put them on. They're just not for me. And mostly all of my wigs, I take the side combs out. Take them out because they give me that little hump. And I'm going to do an extra section on this side because this one is a little bit more puffy than the other side. So I'm just splitting it. I was worried about this hair and what it was going to look like once I put it on, how it was going to react to heat, and the products that I use when I install my wigs. But so far, I'm really happy with it. Ooh. Get that flat. Use this side of the hot comb. Press that thing down. And if you are not experienced with a hot comb, please be careful because you will burn yourself. You will burn yourself. So please be careful when you're using this tool. if you're not experienced with it. Woo. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened to my camera there, but we back. So back into laying this closure down. Yeah, this comb combs definitely gotta come out. Like I feel them while I'm doing this hot cold. And I'm sure once I bleach these knots, this closure gonna look even more bomb. But y'all get into that. Get this side still a little, just gonna have to tie that down. But y'all see, I can't even say nothing. I'm speechless, right? I'm speechless about how easy this pressed out. Like, do y'all see how easy that pressed out? And of course, you know, you wanna tie it down after you finish pressing it, just to, you know, make sure it's flat, 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 flat. But y'all, look at that. That looks so freaking bomb. Eunice, y'all winning me over each by the minute with this install. Y'all are winning me over. So now that I have pressed and laid the part, you know, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my hair, so I'm going to keep going back and doing it, but I'm not going to do that in this video with y'all because then it'll be 10 hours long. And we're not doing that today. So now that I have pressed the closure, I'm gonna go ahead and glue or lay this closure to my head. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, go ahead and pull this back a little bit. And I don't know, I'm like I said, I'm not a baby hair type of girl, but I feel like I may need to add just a few to this unit. So I like to mark where I'm going to spray my got to be, but I don't know where my pencil is. So I'm just going to probably have to do it off of memory. So I'm just going to, let me see. I have something. Okay. This is just going to have to tear. I have a little concealer here. I'm just going to mark it really, really lightly. Concealers are messy when you use them for your installs. I don't really like using concealers, but it's a necessary evil sometimes. Okay, so had to get my blow dryer. So got my spray, and I'm just gonna spray down a light layer of my got to be, very lightly. Whoop. That's the thing about, you know, wig installs. They can get messy, y'all. They can get a little messy. So I actually do 2 layers of the freeze blast spray. So I put one down, let it partially dry, and then I do another light one, very light. And the thing about freeze blasting spray is that it runs. I also use the got to be in the black bottle with my installs sometimes, but I really like the freeze blasting spray just because it's easier to remove than anything else. I try not to sleep in my units, but sometimes, of course, it just happens. You just leave it on, you know. But I try to take all of my units off when I go to bed, and it's just easier to take this off. The only thing that I don't like about the freeze blast spray is that it flakes, and it flakes white. But if you have some 91% alcohol, 90% alcohol, or 70% alcohol, you could, you know, finesse it a little bit. So now I'm just gonna press my closure down. And I'm just taking the comb and just pressing it as I comb it back, just to get that secure hold. And of course, because it ran, it came down a little bit, but that's okay. So you just want to take just a little bit. You do not need a lot. So I just take some and just move it around with my nail right along that edge. Oh, see, that was too much, y'all. And then get my dryer back out. So here I am just using my trusty blow dryer again to make sure that freeze blasting spray is completely dry. I spent a couple of extra minutes on this section because I knew I was about to cut the lace, and it was very important to make sure it was completely dry so it does not lift, so it does not separate, and so that my install can be flawless. So now that we have secured this baby, we can cut this lace off. And I made a mess on my forehead, but I'm gonna clean it up. Y'all see how I do that in a second. So in order to cut my lace off, I take scissors, and I cut it into flaps because I think it's just easier to cut it into flaps with the scissors, and then I go in with a razor and I just cut it off as closely as possible. See, this is what happens when you put a little bit too much spray. And also, that's a little bit of that cap sticking out. So all I have to do is just, you know, peel it back and cut it off. Okay, guys, I don't know what is wrong with my camera. I apologize. So like I said, I made a mess on my forehead because I sprayed too much got to be. So in order for me to clean that up, I get my 91% alcohol and a wipe. And I just lightly wipe my forehead off. Being sure to not get too close to the lace because you don't want it to lift. You don't want it to lift up after you just did all of that hard work. So I'm just being very gentle with wiping off that area. And if you use like boho, or if you use the got to be in a black bottle, you don't have to worry about this because it's a lot more control over where you put that. You have a lot more control over when that goes on and where you put it. So I'm gonna take my MAC again and just use a smaller brush and kind of blend where it's a little light. Like that, like so. And bang, bang, bang. Okay. Look at that. My part is a little off center, but that's okay. That is okay. So I'm just, you know, because I had to pull it back, just putting this back down. And then I am going to take my powder and just put it in my part. And I am going to pluck this part a little bit, just a tad, but not too much. But that is it, y'all, that you need. I don't know if I'm going to do baby hairs on this. I'm still thinking about it. I really don't know. But this is the UNICE HD 5x5 lace closure installed. Let me Yes, 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 yes. So far with the install, it was really easy to install, really easy to cut the lace. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm gonna wear this unit for about a week, and do another video on an update on it, how it looks, how it's handling. But y'all, it's so pretty. So guys, thank you for tuning in to my UNICE install. This is the first of many. I will be coming back, like I said, in about a week to give you an update on this hair, how it's holding up, how it's managing, pros, cons, and if you should buy. So thank you for hanging out with me today, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. All of my information to connect with me on social media is down below, so make sure you follow your girl on Instagram. And yeah, I'm excited again to be back this year filming, getting some content out to you guys, and I'm digging this UNICE hair. She look good. So again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.